Alright, I'm sorry about all of that music, but at least, now we're here. I just wanted to sort out some pre-stream stuff just before I went live. Just bought 100 fucking shitty memes. I hate it. I said that once about Doge, and now it's just become the meme. Just bought 100k. I hate it so much. Um, this'll do. Alright. We get on to trading view as well first. Right, I have a list of things that I want to cover. First thing first, actually, is before I get on to any of this, is Mr. McAfee's Wild Ride. So, if you don't know who John McAfee is, he's the guy who created AVG antivirus or some shit. I personally don't like the guy, and he does a coin of a week every time. It used to be coin of a day, but he kept calling this coin of a day, and so he kept fucking manipulating the markets way too much. So he made it coin of a week. This week he called Syscoin. Now, first thing I have that is suspicious, and it's almost like he wanted to boost his own ego with this tweet. I don't know. So yeah, he did delete it. He basically said at 1:30 GMT, he was going to tweet his coin of a week in 30 minutes. You would assume that meant, 2 o'clock, pretty normal. It's on the dot. Instead, he tweets it at 6 minutes 2, right as Bitcoin starts to crash. And yeah, you can see it here. So it was starting to dump. He basically pumped it, and then it dumped even more. And that's just someone's response. Um, and so he started asking, is it a coincidence that yeah, just minutes before I tweeted the coin, the entire crypto market tanked. With Syscoin, I recommend. It's. I don't know. He's just. It didn't work out like that at all. So I don't really know what he's trying to pull. If you do try to ride McAfee coins, I. I wouldn't recommend it. They're not a good idea. Also, if you're interested in coins from people who have significant followings like Tika or McAfee, notice how the Tika calls usually do pretty fucking well, and the McAfee coins don't do shit. Also, if anyone wants me to analyze a coin, you can put it in the chat and I'll get round to it eventually. I've just this time made an organized stream list. Second thing I want to talk about. Fuck McAfee. He's irrelevant. This I found, and it's really popular already. I've just never come across it. And I think we should all check it out. It's really, really fucking cool. So, what Substratum do is they've made an internet where you host the node, and so the entire internet is transmitted only from like person to person, from what I get from it. So there's no central, big server. There's everybody's hosting, and you can share through that. And I think it's a really, really good idea. They did their iCover in August, and they don't seem to have a product yet, which is why I'm slightly worried about it. And if I keep scrolling, where was their video? Not that. Yeah, here you go. So yeah, look, this is just it's as easy as that. It's just a plugin you put on top of Safari, and then you earn crypto for hosting it as well. This guy has earned 151,545 sub, which at its current rate is actually about $200,000, which is a lot of money. But again, they don't seem to have a working product yet, so if you want to buy sub, just be careful. All it seemed to do, if we go to the Binance graph, I might have to clean up my graph before I, yeah, knew it was a mess. There we go. Don't need that, don't need that. Need that, and I need that. I'll get to the rest of these later. Oh, way too many of these in a minute. Na, 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 na. Let me just get rid of them all. And wait, which one's this? Oh, I don't remember. Shit. Ah, yeah, it's Holy Grail Indicator. It's like a combined bunch of EMAs. Anyway, yeah, all it seemed to really have done is do some sort of market cycle. But if you had managed to buy in here, at lowest point about 1200, you would have literally 20 times to whatever you put in, which is absolutely mental. I wouldn't recommend going all the substantum now, definitely not. It's got a good couple months of market to go. And what I usually see with these kind of patterns is it'll do the very typical cup and handle, so it'll rest and then start to rise, and people will think that's a new market cycle. When it dips, causes some panic, and everyone buys in here, and then it soars, which is what could happen. Right, next thing I want to move on to is actually an ICO in progress at the minute, and it doesn't have long left, and I'm quite weary of it, to say the least. So, what store... I can't pronounce it. What Store ICO is supposed to do is they've basically said, look, we're this Amazon who, you know, will create a new world marketplace that's a better place to buy goods through crypto. But I've read their white paper. I like the sound of it. But again, this is just the front page. And if you go to the white paper, one of the most concerning things I wrote, and that's not on screen right now, I quoted it. Purchase payment in Store ICO is conducted directly and without any middleman involved in any convenient currency. The smart contract implementation and the use of blockchain makes transactions as safe and as fast as possible. Then you've also got this, which is our platform will host millions of unique tailor-made items created by small-scale manufacturers. So they're trying to solve a problem for small-scale manufacturers. And you see they've also got this, you know, massive thing about expansion. I don't know, I don't trust it that much. I'm trying to find a graph I found earlier that I don't like the look of. Yeah. There we go, it's up here somewhere. Yeah, you've also got this token price bonus thing. Not a fan of these. I don't like when they do these weird bonus systems because it comes across very scammy. One I was looking at recently, I can't remember the name of it, is doing the same thing. And all it's going to do is mean everybody bought in at this point, you're just going to dump it as soon as it gets to this point. Because that's just an easy 5 times. It's a really risky move. I see why they do it, but for investors and market makers, long term, not a good idea. They also use my for wallet and the MetaMask extension, which is all well and good, but I don't know, just not seeing that much from it. Nothing's coming across, but it's interesting, and I want to learn more about it at some point. I did only have a quick glance at this before coming on stream. Need some fucking water. Thanks, Oscar. I like my British accent too. Next, okay. I wanted to talk about all these new indicators I found, and I'm going to use a Bitcoin graph for that. I've been using the same indicators for a while, and I've stuck very oh look, here we go. Speak of the devil, what a perfect time to fucking look at Bitcoin. Oh, that's not nice. Okay, I'll get it on a daily. Yeah, I was out a bit there. I mean, three was plotted pretty well. 28,000 was a bit of a stretch, not gonna lie. Sub 10k does look like it's incoming. I'm part reading Discord chat as well. I usually have a Discord link in the description. 2 seconds, I'll grab that. A lot of people ask me questions through that, and I'm currently rebuilding the server because I wasn't happy with it, but it's called Crypto Coffee Room. It's a free place to learn crypto. Everything I do is free, and it's just trying to get more people into it. Nothing more about it. I'm also going to change song because it's getting repetitive as fuck. Right. Actually, wait, no, I want this one. Hang on. Okay, so 4 indicators I've kind of found roughly that I like. First one is this, it's called the Holy Grail indicator. It basically combines loads and loads of moving averages together to make one ultimate moving average. I'll see if I can find a description on it because I'm not very good at describing stuff. I know it's that one. Pardon me. That's not it. Oh, it is. It kind of is it. 4 lines provided have different sensitivities and therefore can be treated in combination or separately. This seems to be a highly effective. I made this code private because it's still a work in progress and I'm interested in hearing people's thoughts. Yeah, I can't find the description I had on it, but from what I've found, it can indicate some real good, like, lower supports and higher resistances if needs be. So you can see when it broke through this blue line, it didn't really stick to it, but then it got support from the purple and went up. It's like a combined indicator thing. I'm finding it quite useful so far, but I haven't been using it for long. Feel free to ask questions, by the way. It's a lot quieter than usual. um, Sorry, got distracted. So that's Holy Grail indicator. I like that. I will put the link in somewhere later if you want to download it yourself, or you can just do a quick Google. Next indicator is the ultimate moving average. Um, it's kind of like Holy Grail. If you see that, I'll get rid of one. Yeah, it's kind of all of them put into one. I've so far not finding this too useful, but it's more just I can get rid of this and then I can just work on this very, very simple line graph. And I could do that just with candles, but it's a useful thing to have. Next indicator I've been using is this. This is the Renko Sniper. Now, I've been living to this for the past couple days. It's really, really fucking good. If you don't know what Renko is, I might bring up a video quickly on screen. Basically, what you do with, you get these. These are Renko candles, okay? And then you plot a moving average on top. So say the moving average crossed here, you would buy it there. Say it crosses up here, you would sell it there. And that's as simple as it gets. You don't have to do anything about it. You don't have to do anything else. Renko is the easiest thing, and it's incredible. Just replying to a Discord message, 2 seconds. So what Renko Sniper does is it basically takes that but just plonks the buy and sell points on for you. Or for someone trying to margin trade. So as you can see it basically lets you break even. So on this candle it's telling you to buy. And here I don't really know what it's doing, I guess we'll see later. And I think the green lines are strong buys. Yeah, you can see like this one was a strong buy, this one was buy, this one was buy. And then you've got the strong sells here as well. So, Renko Sniper, definitely a good indicator you want to look at. And the last one I've got is this one. That's it. It's the something Madrid ribbon. Now I like this because what happens is when you get it was better on a different graph. And here's a good example of it, to be fair. when it dips and then goes green and dips, this is basically a sign of a reversal incoming, like a severe dip. This doesn't count because it went to the bottom of it, so it's not a reversal. Same thing here. This kind of told you that it was going to do that. I mean, if you think about it, that was right. I guess it's just because the graph is stretched out a bit. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so this is a brilliant tool to use. I highly recommend this indicator. You can comment twice stuff all you want. I'm not going to talk about twice. I love twice as much as you do. But Bitcoin. We've got this interesting line of green coming in here, which I'm slightly confused by. Although it could be good, what that could indicate is a reversal incoming again. So we're getting the feeling that this bearish market is going to come down again. So last time we came down to around about 9,000, and we're thinking around about 8,000 this time. 9,000 would be nice because we could have a very easy double bottom there, and then continue our way up to about 50k, which we'll hit by like April. Possibly, I don't know. My more realistic expectation is about 30k. Again, sorry, just replying to a Discord message. So those are the indicators I recommend you use. I've found them particularly useful. And then of course, you've got my three favorite ones down here. I don't know why I did that again. I forgot I told them to go away. Got the MACD, the Ergodic CSI, which you can change as well. I'm actually going to up that by 5 times on each. Yeah, that's better. It's a bit too jaggedy. So as soon as these cross over again, that's when we will get a signal that the bull market is coming back. So you see, it crossed here briefly, and we got that massive candle when it came up. It crossed over again. CSI I find for Bitcoin, because technically Bitcoin comes across as a commodity, is a really good indicator to use. MACD isn't being too useful right now. I mean, the last time we saw it go this far beneath was... When did we hit 5? Was this 5? Yeah, yeah, that's around about 5. Last time we saw it do that, it came under briefly and then went straight back up, so judging by time scale, I'd say 1st of Feb, roundabout, this should end. I mean, I don't see Bitcoin going too much lower today. We'll probably get maybe a green candle tomorrow and then another red. I don't know. Just it... For the time length for it to play out, history likes to repeat itself. It could shorten again due to fractal theory. But, yeah, Godswin, I do see 30k by April. Another guy's, pardon me, sorry, another guy's calling 50k by April. And I'm not sure if I trust that at all. It's just a bit too much. A graph I've been kind of sticking to very, very solidly, and I'll have to scroll back through my Twitter. And I have to log into my other Twitter. Ah, fuck's sake. I'll try and find it at some other point. It's a graph some guy made, and it's a really, really, really accurate prediction. He was 4 days out, and he made it in 2014, late 2014, and he said Bitcoin November 22nd, 10,000. And as we all remember, it was November 23rd when Bitcoin hit $10,000. And he did that by maths, which is more of a further point actually that fundamentals and news don't tend to affect Bitcoin that much, which is quite impressive. How would you hack me? My password wasn't even on there. Feel free to try to log into my Twitter. There's fucking nothing there. I'm not even that attached to it. Look, there you go. Okay, I guess not. It's not going to show anything though, is it? I don't remember my... There you go. Feel free to follow me if you want. I just retweet twice stuff. I don't care if you think it's fucking gay. I like twice a lot. Right. TRX. Okay. Since someone's at work, um, I will do that first. Um, the other list of coins I've got to do. Bitcoin. Sorry, I'll just finish Bitcoin up. Bitcoin, we need a double bottom, and then we'll go back into bull market. What people need to remember is this is not a I'm not doing fucking Patcoin. Fuck off. I'm not doing that shit. I'm literally never doing Patcoin. I hate it. It's such a piece of shit. It's the worst coin I've ever seen. Okay? It's just garbage. I went into the Discord, it's just a cesspit of screeching. 5,000 people going buy it at 2 sat and then sell it on Doge for like less than 1 Satoshi. It's ridiculous. Besides the point, stop triggering me with Patcoin. I hate it. Ugh. It's not a bear market, it's a consolidation period that is way overdue. Okay, that is all I'm trying to say. Why did that separate? That's better. Right. First I'll do TRX. Okay, so that's not going to be useful for this. Now see, I'll turn this on to 12 hours so I can, I'll go 6 just so I can have a bit more data on it. Now that's interesting. This is saying buy, and then, no, sell instantly. Okay, never mind, ignore that. I didn't see that sell. No, Patcoin doesn't know the fucking way. Fuck Patcoin. Such a shit coin. Oh god, I gotta stop. I don't know why I hate it so much. I don't know why. It's so bad. Like, just go look at it. It's just absolute garbage. Seeing what indicators I can chuck onto this to try and get something out of it. Ooh, okay. So the green was clearly acting as support when the blues come in. And now as soon as green came down and crossed over, you kind of got green acting as support again. What I think it's going to do, you also got a candle there from the commodities index. I don't know, there's not a lot to say about it. Where's my fucking cloud? That's better. Yeah, very typical thing to do with coins. They get this really thin cloud from going up on a massive pump when they're first created and they're bound to fall through. The FUD on TRX being a scam hasn't actually done that much for it. I hate Discord so much. TRX is clearly now getting a pretty bulky ass red cloud, and all this is really prepping it for is another market cycle. See, it tried to go up through that really thin green cloud round about here, but it obviously didn't have the support to get it out. See, it touched the red moving average, and then it just kind of gave up. Red moving average is probably one of the most important. It's the longest ones and is one of the biggest indicators of support and resistance. When it broke through that green, that was worrying, but it had the blue to back it up, and now it's back on the green. For a moment, it didn't have anything, but that clearly managed to get it to pump. By obviously the lines were coming down and crossing over. Green line basically said, "Better fucking jump in on this shit and save it." Right. As for buying and selling, because obviously that's what everyone wants to know about it. Um. Well, let's go back to Renko Sniper quickly. Eh. Can I do this with it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, B, C, D, E. I'm gonna say E, and I'm gonna say it could come around to this point at some point, and then we'll have a new market cycle, and the red cloud will slowly trickle down. We'll get another super thin red cloud, and then TRX might go for another run. I don't know if I said this. I've not got a good short-term memory. Scam news and FUD news on TRX clearly had zero impact on it. It wasn't bothered by it at all. It just said, fuck it, I'm just going to continue with my market cycle. Okay, next coin I'm going to do is BNT. I bought some of this today. I might end up selling it if my graph says different now. Nah, it doesn't, see? It doesn't yet. I bought on this candle. Is that buy mine? Please say no. No, it's not. Okay, good. Did I buy on the daily though? That's the important thing. It's mostly sell indicators here, which is a bit worrying, but last time it did that, it still came up more. I wouldn't stick to Renko like, you know, and say, this is all I'm ever going to follow. It's not a fucking bubble. Kyvan, fuck you. It's not a fucking bubble. There's a winky face beside it. It's not a fucking bubble. I'm making my mouth drier than the Sahara Desert. Okay, I just lost 2 viewers due to K-pop, so I'm gonna do that. I kind of like that To the Moon song. Should we get that playing again? That's pretty lit. To the Moon. Yeah, here we go. In fact, I'll show you the original video of that because it's fucking brilliant. This is amazing. I love this video. Yeah, the sounds are just quiet. I will turn them up then. See if that's better. See, that's just ear raping me more than anything. Seems to also be coming through my mic. Ah, that'll do. Anyway, BNT, let's go back to it on a 1-day basis. See, on the 1-day there hasn't been. This is what I'm relying on more. These will appear at some point soon. That red support is really strong. It needs to keep the same distance from it. That's why we had this come down. And then coming back to here, yeah, we're gonna get a green buy soon. And I honestly think my prediction for it to go up to like here just isn't that far out. Sorry, I really do think it's a good fucking idea. I hope it pays off. BNT is a really good coin. It's just got that stereotypical market cycle where it kind of comes down, it does this little pre-pump fucking shit, and then it just goes crazy, you know? Also, the CSI needs to cross over again definitely for something interesting to happen. It crossed over here That didn't do much then. It seems to be these little spikes in this commodities index is what really fucks with it. And I want to get that down. I wanted to get it to cross over again, because when it does. MACD also crossed over here. As you can see, this crossover might be... Yeah, we need it to cross over again. It's kind of looking like it might soon. It was just heavily overbought here. I think that was the main problem that slowed it down. Bancor's getting a lot of hype of late. I'm not checking out Substratum again. I mean, I'll do a graph on it, but I've already, like, spoken about it. No sound if that's me. Oh, there you are. I don't know, it's just called To the Moon and it's on a Doge video. Let me get the, here you go. This guy. Oh no, it's that video. Fuck. Subscribe to this, it's some dumbass competition and it's absolutely brilliant. I love it. This one is made by the same guy as before. I gotta install an ad block. I've got to install an ad block. I don't know why I haven't yet. It's just, it's quality. I don't know what it is. These videos really make me smile. For some fucking dumbass reason. I wish I knew. I don't know. It's just so good. Yeah, it is. That Doge video is dope. You'll often see me, by the way, talking to Discord chat more so than I do the other chat, whatever it's fucking. Oh yeah, the stream chat. What does the song has nothing to do with the moon? It's just called "Go to the Moon." Uh, this'll do. Right. Now I'll look at sub thingy, because I will do a graph on it, but I have spoken about it before and I don't really want to speak about it again. Now, I looked at sub earlier today because I kind of planned ahead on talking about it. Let me turn off sniper for a sec. It's good sometimes just to go down to the basic indicators, and for me, that's your Ichimoku Cloud, your Agodic CSI, your MACD, and your RSI. That's all you need. Now, this got overbought ridiculously fucking fast, okay? Here, at this point, before it then proceeded to triple that value, it was already overbought. It got an immense support. Yeah, clear. You've got the blue line here. We don't have a pink and red yet because it hasn't been about long enough. Yeah, it's been about since 10th of October. Might see if I can change my cloud settings quickly. Divide them by 5. So that's 4. That's 12. That's 26. And that's 6. Yeah, there you go. So we've dipped beneath the cloud. By the way, with the Ichimoku cloud, if you don't know what you're doing with it, I don't actually understand the numbers that much, but I just know that it's scalable. So if you divide everything by a set number, the cloud should stay as reliable as it was before. It's just 2062, 12030 is the most reliable, or it's the most common for different timescales. Do SNM. Okay, sure. I will get to it. Just checking my stream's okay. I've dropped 1% of frames, good to know. I didn't actually finish that, I was about to move on, sorry. Let me chuck Renko Sniper on there. So you're getting a lot of very strong sell orders here. Clearly that buy was just, it would have allowed you to break even pretty much. That's the good thing about Renko Sniper, it doesn't really allow you to fail. And it's also saying, if you didn't sell here, fucking sell now, what the hell are you doing? Keep selling, wow, you're a madman. Then I'll just chuck on, what's it called? Here we go. Let's get rid of everything else quickly. So you can see you've got some, I'll spread it out a bit more. At one point, there we go, okay, and then see here, you've got the instant red magic ribbon. I like this indicator a lot because it just shows you signs of reversals. So this was, as you can already see, clearly a market cycle and definitely going to go down. But it should be a good buy in the future. The project itself is absolutely brilliant. I love the idea of it and I wish there was a product. That's the only thing I'm wary about. The ICO was there in August 2017. They should at least have some sort of beta test by now. Maybe they do. I haven't really looked into their Twitter or their history that much. I am in their Telegram group now, so I'll see what else I can get. Alright. Just going to change the music real quick and then I'll move on to S&M. Any other coins people want me to do, just remember to put it in the chat. XRP, XLM, Doge and Mona. And I'm going to talk about Syndicate as well on my list to do already. Some classic music in here. One of my favourite shows. And the soundtrack's really good. No, I don't want that song. I want a specific album. I think this is it. Yeah, it is. Where's it? This is the beginning song everyone knows for it, and then... There you go. That's the final song. Season 9, episode 24. God, I have too much time on my hands. Okay, S&M is next. If it's not on TradingView, though, Sandro, I swear to God. It is. You're a good man. They do have a beta test and a working product being tested right now. Okay, brilliant then. Yeah, recent search is Jake Paul. Okay, yeah, haha. It's because I had it in my library from a long time ago when I was making memes on a dead channel. It's always the little things. Put all this effort into making these graphs at 10 to 10 at night. Well, I've got an exam the next day. It is a mock exam. I don't care about it. But, yeah. Let's see what we can get out of this. See, this is kind of what I'm feeling. This is what a Bancor should do, and Bancor's like at this state. What kind of trade are you looking at, Sandro? Do you want a short-term or a long-term kind of trade? Virgin Knolls. Yeah, sorry if I deleted your comment. I don't actually think. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about that, Juniper. Sorry. But I'll do Virgin Knolls, sure. Meanwhile, I need to turn off some of these fucking indicators. Let's get volume back on. Turn off Holy Grail. Go to a 12-hour graph. Change my cloud back to normal. 2060, 120, 30. It tried to fall through there, and as you can see, it was that close to the cloud and got support. If it had fallen through there, that would have been a whole new market cycle. Long. Okay, I'll keep it to 1 day or 12 hour even. just for a bit more accuracy. I don't know what it will do here. What I'd like to say is I hope it'll get support from the bottom of a cloud and then bounce up, which is what I feel it should do. What this looks like to me is a really brilliant cup and handle, actually. Good spot. I'm now starting to see some nice patterns here. I like the look of S&M. Just gonna Google it as well, because I don't know what it is. S&M coin Sonem. I have a feeling I'm not going to understand a lot of this. Supercomputer organized by network mining. Secure and cost-effective fog supercomputer designed for general-purpose computing, from mobile app hosting to video rendering to DNA analysis. That's pretty cool. I like the sound of that. Use cases: site hosting, application. Wow, that's really cool. So it's a big-ass host for everything on one big computer. Kind of reminds me of CTOS out of Watch Dogs. You got this big central hub that's in control of everything. Oh god, stop giving me coins, man. I'm gonna link as well. Stinky linky. Yeah, I like the look of this. So not only is this probably going to be a really good buy, in fact I'd say buying around here is a good option. In fact, it's probably going to more do something like this, where you don't want it to get too deep in that cloud. There you go. If it should stick to that roughly. 7500, okay. 7500 could be a target for BTC, but then that's not a double bottom. There won't be that much panic selling though. Whales are somewhat smart. As much as everyone goes about saying, oh, it's gonna go down and they think all the whales are fucking selling. They're not. They're just, it's a lot of money for them sometimes. Some of them don't live off of anything yet. Yeah, you see, that's the reason why I don't want it to hit 6k to 7k Lex, because MC showing off his big dick sounds disgusting. They are part of Open Fog. So what is the Open Fog Consortium? I think I just crashed iTunes. Yeah, I just broke iTunes. Brilliant. My source of backing music and entertainment when I'm not speaking breaks. Fucking love that shit. Alright. I forgot what's next on my list. I will figure out how to play this. There we go. Right, moving on to the next coin. I'm not doing pack coin. Just Google it, founded by Microsoft and others, okay? Fucking no cooking the hot pot. Fucking in the bitch, yeah, fat. Something, nigga. Bad and bougie. Between the cloud and endpoint devices. I'm impressed by this, and I really like the look of that coin. That is actually something I'm going to pick up. Most of the time I just blatantly ignore half the coins I see on stream, but I really like the look of that one. That is an unfunny joke. Biggie coin instead of pack coin. Right, next coin. Gonna keep that open and plop it on over there. XRP. Oh wait, no, Virgin Nulls first. I'll get back to my list later. Let's do your guys' first. As much as I hate Verge. Oh yeah, I remember making that. I was hoping it would break down. I mean, it was a, pretty much symmetrical triangle. It just had a lot of rise in it. That wasn't going to hold with the Bitcoin FUD and Verge being Verge. I knew that wasn't going to hold, and that's got this as resistance. Brilliant. Banned and boostless. Yeah, so you've got, again, clear reversal coming. We're probably going to go down to like this range. If you want Verge for your next market cycle, here you go. Because now is going to be the time to buy it, assume. I don't have a lot else to say for Verge. Honestly, I fucking hate it. It's a piece of shit. You gotta sell here as well. If you haven't sold it already, get rid of it. It's shit. I'm sorry, hate it. It's just privacy Doge. Didn't it used to be like Dogecoin Dark or something when we just rebranded? That is not this. What? Oh well. Culture 2 dropping this week. Nice. Cardi B as well. That'll be the next song actually. Where is it? Here we go. Rolling on my wrist, my chain, haha. Oh, yeah, you can see the bottom there is red. Reversal incoming on nulls. I mean, it's that typical January cycle. I'd say if we get another dip from his support, you should definitely sell your nulls, Juniper. Nulls is not a good hold. You've... What, that's about 3 or 4 days? Yeah, I'd say about 3 or 4 days to figure it out. When the whole room shake. Do. These clearly don't act well as supports. That's now become a resistance. That's gonna fucking funnel itself into one hell of a thing, and they'll probably break downwards, judging by the current state of the market. Again, it's not a bear market, it's not a bubble, but it does need to consolidate. You can't just have, okay? As great as it sounds, and as much as we all love crypto and gaining 1,000% in a day, you cannot do that every day and not expect some implication. It's like the typical Newton's law. Every action requires an equal and opposite reaction. It's the same in stock markets and crypto. At some point, it will fall. It's just trying to tell when that is. It's like if I go look at the... We're going to move over to actual stocks here. It'll make no sense. See, now, if you had have bought Google in April 2015, no, April 2014, you would have more than 2 times your money, which for a stock market is pretty good, I'd say. But again, how are you supposed to tell when any of this, is about to fall? You can't. But it will at some point, and that's all we know. Fuck's sake, right. Knowles, God damn it, Juniper. Using this indicator, you can see that Knowles is due for a reversal. It's currently in the cloud and kind of resting through it. We'll see what it does. On the 12-hour, and also the two moving averages are coming closer together. They're probably going to funnel. Crossing over will have some sort of reaction. My expectation, due to the market, is to fall through the cloud. Okay, gotta put you in timeout. Shit. I'd never said anything about when Google would go up or down. I'm not sure I understand the reason for the hate there. I'm literally just doing free crypto analysis. In fact, there's nothing I've done wrong. I'll just let you time out for a bit. Google was a good stock. That's all I said. And I do think I'm right in the fact that everything should have an equal and opposite reaction at some point. There will be a time when Google will crash due to some sort of crisis or some sort of bad news about it. It's just a matter of time. If you want to message me and tell me about why you think I'm so wrong, then Discord is Ghosty7303. But yeah, there's no need for the hate, man. It's trying to be a positive atmosphere, okay? If you think I'm wrong in something, you don't have to say that, but I don't want other people having to try to fight battles for me, etc. It don't make no sense. Also, Verge, Juniper, yeah, you might as well just fucking sell that. Yeah, it's broken through the cloud on the 12-hour and on the 1 day. You've got this same pattern coming. And I like this indicator. I highly recommend you get it. It's basically, it's called the Madrid ribbon or something. If you Google that on trading, if you search that on TradingView, it'll come up. Okay. Right, let's go do... I'm going to continue with my list unless anyone else has any coins they want me to do. And now moving on to XRP. Oh. Oh wait, was this right? I drew this ages ago. Shit, hang on. I forget, because I don't publish half the stuff that I do. I'll be happy if this was right. I mean, it kind of was. It wasn't bad. It's basically the same thing happened. That's exactly what I was hoping for. Cool. Sorry. I'm happy that played out well. It's not often that I'm... Well, actually it is. I do well on most cryptos. I just never check up on it. I'm pretty happy about that, actually. I don't know why I didn't listen to myself and buy Cripple. Actually, wait, yeah, I did. I bought it here. No, I remember, but I sold it up here because I was like, nah, I got my gains, I'm done. And then it went up here, and then I was like, ah, shit. Anyway, let's remove all drawing tools. Pretty happy about that, though. Throw on the ribbon, throw on my Renko sniper. Actually, that's not useful. Throw on that and the Holy Grail. Righto. So on the 12-hour, you've got the reversal coming, which I think is way overdue. I think Ripple really does need to come back and sit down at around these levels for a while. Or whether a dollar should be. I just did XVG. Guys! Fine, I'll do XVG after XRP for the fourth time. Fourth time! Why do you people like it? Right, back to XRP. It's got a reversal incoming. It's dipped beneath the 12-hour cloud. I'll check it on the daily now as well. Yeah, look how thin this fucking cloud is. That is headed towards that, and it will probably go through it. When did the last time... So the last time the pink and the green crossed, I tried to use history as some sort of reference. Last time pink and green crossed, there was some sort of big movement. So that's what I'm going to estimate here. I'm going to estimate that this is going to go down. How I work isn't necessarily in a mathematical way. Don't worry, I'll still check it, I'm kidding. How I work isn't necessarily in a mathematical way. It's more of a looking at all the lines and colours, etc., and working it out from there. But I've been doing it for a while, and I feel I'm quite good at looking at lines. I'm actually trying to do a nano degree in data analytics at the minute, on top of A levels, just because I don't know, I just want something extra on my LinkedIn profile to make some more connections. Saying you're doing A levels at the same time as crypto, they just think, what the hell's wrong with you? But yeah, reversal incoming for XRP, definitely. Right, I will do XVG one more time. Yeah, 12 hour, you've got the reversal incoming, yeah, right. What I was saying about XVG, you can see it's also gone through this extremely thin cloud. It broke downwards of my crappy little triangle I drew about a week ago. XVG, I estimated, was going to come down to around this level, I think. Not the low, because that's a bit too much. That's still a bit too much. More like between here, between here. Forget the green circle. I'd say then you can, if you wanted to, because obviously everyone has different ideas of trading plans, you could start accumulating Verge, and then I'd say in a couple months maybe, I mean it did pump quickly, that's for sure. What did it do actually? So we went from 50 sats up to, Jesus Christ, that's so much money. I can't believe it. To me though as well, it seems like no one's even like got rid of it that much. See, on this day it had some volume, but not a lot. Like, the volume was steadily going back to where it was, which is really strange. You also kind of had some... I mean, what was this about? Very strange. Yeah, that's my prediction for Verge. Right, XLM is next. Hmm. Okay, let's work through history again. Let's do this in an analytical method which we can understand together. So, from what I can see, last time XLM had this kind of weird little pattern going on. It did the same thing here. So you got that tiny red dip there, little red dip here, little red dip here, and then we went mental again. And also something I don't really do a lot of now, but I should. Need to look for candlesticks and patterns. You can clearly see you've got quite a nice triangle forming here. I'd say it's more of like around there, really. Just to make it a bit flatter. Or you could just say maybe it's a wedge. Don't really know. I'm gonna go with triangle actually. Triangle seems to fit it better. No problem. This is what I do. I'm here to give free advice. Don't mind this is advice. I'm not. I don't have a stockbroker's license. I just have references, and people seem to turn up here, so I can't be doing something. Can't be that wrong, you know. Right, I'm just gonna reply to some Discord messages quickly. Whew. change the music up while I'm here. You probably all think my library's really strange. I just find songs that I haven't listened to in a while, or that I had on a previous library and add them. And then there's K-pop, which I have to have, you know, K-pop. Back to XLM though. XLM seems to be doing surprisingly well. What I think it could do, I might reference this with other people's graphs just to check. Is this the right tool? Yeah, it is. See, the 0.5 isn't a good resting point, but it's clearly finding some sort of bounce from that. The worst thing is though, we're now beneath the red EMA, which could be bad, but then as soon as it goes beneath it, it seems to come back up it. I don't have a good feeling about this. Let's see what Renko Sniper says quickly. Sell. There's no buy signal yet either. There hasn't been one since here. I'm gonna say that whatever this triangle is gonna break down through this cloud. And then I'll try a different one quickly. Also, don't ask me why I have this in percentages. I think I did it ages ago and I forgot how to change it. Ah yeah, there we go. Prices is useful though. Use one colour. There we go. Yeah, well, it should come down to the... In fact, what would really be best for XLM? I still think this is possible, by the way. I called this a while ago. 786, okay? Because the 786 is good for long-term holds, and what we want from XLM is a substantial bounce. We don't want this little short bounce that's going on here. That's not... XLM is a good coin, but it has specific market cycles. It's a long-term hold. If we want to predict it off a 618, that's fine, but it's not healthy for it, and we could have worse consolidations in the future. So the best idea is to try and aim for the 786. If it bounces off the 618, you can probably guarantee that you can get a better buy-in later, and if you miss out on it, I'm really sorry about that. That's just my opinions on it. 786 is healthier for it though. We'll see if it stays on the 618. I hope not. XLM is a favourite of mine, by the way, and it's a favourite of one of the discords I'm in. Good old lemons, you know. Right. 2 more coins to go. If anyone suggests any coins in their time that this takes, then I'll do them, but... let me just find a new song. I'm gonna scroll down to like here. Nope. Oh, that's a good song. Just keep your eyes on me. Shut up and dance with me. Yeah, Dogecoin is dual reversal. I don't have a lot to say about that. I like this ribbon indicator. Okay, a lot. We also got a really typical market pattern going on here with Doge. I mean, it does what Doge does. It's not quite as big as before though. Trying to see if that maybe happened over here. Did it like... Has it hit the bottom yet? No. If it gets support off this and goes up, then Doge is gonna run again. If it doesn't, then it's gonna go down and do what Doge normally does. I think the reason that is nowhere near as substantial as before is because of the US dollar value as well. I don't know why, but people seem to listen to the US dollar value of coins a hell of a lot. I tend to just kind of work in pure Bitcoin. Anyway, so if you've got Doge and you bought in around here, I'd say you want to set stop loss probably around this area. That seems safe. Let's have a look at Mona. And then we're done for the night, I'm afraid. This is actually a great... See, so you get the red coming down, and it comes down more, and then it eventually turns full red, and that is a sign of reversal incoming. But this is also a sign of a reversal incoming. Green coming through it. This is why I love this indicator so much. If you were here early on in the stream, you'll know I was recommending this and talking you through it. That is a big ass cloud though. All it could take is one big green candle. I remember riding Mona back in last year in like September. Gonna get rid of all of my drawing tools. Oh yeah, I remember this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, B, C, D, E. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, B, C. 1, 2, 3. Because then that cloud will come down at some point. Hopefully, that is my plan. That cloud looks like Oklahoma. What the fuck? Why? Oh, that's really funny. What the fuck? It's like exactly Oklahoma. Shit. I don't. It looks exactly like it. Oh, that's brilliant. I have to take a screenshot of that and save it somewhere. Thank you for spotting that. Holy shit. Okay, but yeah, don't have a lot to say about it. I've been ignoring these indicators, by the way, that is deliberate. Right, since I got no other coins to look at, I'm afraid that is it for the stream tonight. I hope you all enjoyed. That's not my wallpaper. That's my wallpaper. If you want to recommend more coins for next time's stream, then go ahead and do so. You can join my Discord in the link beneath. You can also tweet me at GhostyCCR. And if you don't like twice, you can always go to my official business account, which is CCR Official. I'll be making another one as well that's just stream related. I used to stream under Crypto Coffee Room, but because I kind of advertise my stream in a lot of places, it feels a bit wrong. I don't want it to be titled Crypto Coffee Room. It's just if you want to ask questions. And now it's no paid membership, it's not nearly as bad. It's just completely open and free server. I scrapped the paid membership because I wasn't happy with it. Anyway, that's it. I've got a politics exam tomorrow, and just gonna go to bed actually. Fuck it. Have a good one, guys.